Hello, my name is Boddice and I'm a spiritual medium, and welcome to this week's energy forecast reading for the week commencing Monday the 22nd of April 2024. Now, those of you that watched me work before will know that I connect with my spirit team and my spirit guides and also consult the wisdom of the angel tarot cards. So what I'm going to do is just shuffle the pack and allow a card to come out for this week's energy forecast reading. So this is your card for this week's reading. I'm now going to link into the energy of that. First of all, I'm being told to tell you to watch out for your communications this week, whether that's over messengers, social media, whether that's text, whether it's emails or even a phone conversation or even in person. I just feel as though you need to be clear, concise, and so both parties or all parties know where they stand. With this communication. I'm being told to trust your gut instinct also this week, as there's going to be some misalignments with, like I say, with communications, and so it's telling you that read between the lines. Even though you're hearing certain words, there's a different dialogue and energy behind those words that you need to be connecting in with. Also pay attention, as I feel that this week is going to be blessed with some beautiful inspirations, some new ideas, and you're going to have an abundance of energy and you're going to be wanting to get out and about more. You're just going to feel like you need to be discovering, you need to be going on adventures, or even just having that change of scenery, something alternative to your current environment. I feel that's also going to inspire you as well. I'm being told to watch out for some tension that you may be finding yourself under, and I feel as though this is whilst you wake up in the morning, and they're telling me about tension around the jawline there, and it's almost as if that when you have been asleep, you've been working on yourself on a subconscious level, on a soul level, to the point where all of that tension that has built up within you is finally being released whilst you sleep. So if you find yourself waking up in the morning feeling rather peculiar, like I say, that ache around the jaw, and also just feeling a little bit more lethargic than perhaps you normally would, then just be gentle with yourself, as this is your higher self doing some healing work with your vessel, with you as an individual, whilst you are sleeping there. I'm also being shown actually that there's going to be some prospects coming your way this week. This could be in the form of some information such as an email or an invitation such as a message or something like that. I feel as though there's positive things coming your way this week. In terms of your heart chakra this week, it is going to be taking a few knocks, and I'm hearing the word bruised ego. So with me hearing that, it's telling you to actually connect in on a soul level rather than what your mind is telling you of the reality of a situation. Connecting on a soul level will help you transcend those bruises around the heart and the emotions there. However, with me saying this, I'm being encouraged to tell you to continue to vibrate high, continue to be your beautiful self, and show up in the world with a smile and a spring in your step. And I'm being told that in terms of love and romance, the energy is going to be reciprocated when you least expect it. So don't put a deadline or a timeline on this. I feel as though it is coming in incrementally for you. So let's turn over the card and see what the card has to say for you. So at the top of the card, we've got 8 of air. So I'd like you to research the angel number of number 8, as that I feel will give you some additional content and information. Also, to me, it represents that you're coming towards an end of a cycle there. And I feel as though this is in terms of the cycle of being in that vibration of lack. You're moving into a new vibration of abundance. So watch out for that changing. In an actual fact, if we turn the number 8 on its side, it's the infinity symbol there as well, which would also lead to karma and the end of certain karmic cycles that you've been going through within your life there. Now, air to me represents being bright and breezy. And also having a clear mind rather than clogging it up with lots of nonsense that perhaps you've heard. Maybe it's gossip, maybe it's something that you've heard via a media source there, but it certainly feels like there's a clearing that's going to be happening with you vibrationally and mentally this week. I'm being told that you'll become increasingly forgetful about what you're doing in your present moment, and this is because you're not meant to hold on to those energies. You're meant to allow energy to flow to and through you rather than you harbouring and holding on to it. So underneath that, we've got the words at the bottom: self-doubt, confusion, free will. This self-doubt that it speaks about is this wrestling match between your mind, your ego mind, and the truth of who you are in your heart, your soul connection there. So it's finding that place, finding that balancing place. Obviously, we need to make choices in life. We use our choices from our mental state there, but also you've got to follow that intention from your heart in order to govern you, in order to catapult you to make these choices. Confusion, I feel as though that will come on the lines, as we've said previously, about communications. There's going to be one thing that's going to be said, but the energy behind that isn't tallying up right. So there's something not ringing true with what's said and what is felt. So watch out for that, as we've already said. And of course, we've got free will. So it doesn't matter what anybody else imposes on you. You have the final decision. So it's telling you this week, take your power back and don't be afraid to say no to certain people. You have that responsibility for your own light, your own life. And so if something doesn't feel comfortable with you, then you have that opportunity to say no there. So let's take a look into the artwork. We've got the colour of blue around the edge. To me, that represents emotions. We spoke about you getting healed whilst you've been sleeping. And also it would represent communications, as we've already been talking about there. And allowing them to flow clearly. Maybe allow your emotions to come through in the communications rather than hiding behind a veil there. I feel that's what that is talking about. Looking into the artwork, we've got this feminine energy there. To me, feminine is talking about the sensitive side. The fact that this feminine energy is looking rather shivering cold, she's all wrapped up there, it's also telling you not to ignore that sensitive side of you, your intuition there as well. And know that you are safe, you are protected. So if you do feel a little bit threatened, like exposed, whatever, then know that you are protected not only by your higher self, but by your spirit guides and soul family there in the world of spirit. So watch out for that this week. There's as you can see, there's 8 swords there in front of her. So that's talking about cutting cords. And cutting cords, I feel in this case, is connecting to thoughts that you've had, anticipations about your future, desires about your future that haven't come into form. It hasn't been realized yet. And I feel as though this is telling you to cut those cords to those non-events that haven't happened yet, that maybe you've attached to mentally in your mind. This is what's slowing your manifestation processes down. Just be a clear and open vessel and be open to opportunity finding you rather than you chasing it and designing it there. There's a sunlight in the background there that would indicate blessings coming in, and again you've just got to sit tight and be ready for them coming in and to say yes or no, again going back to that of free will. So you have the choice at any moment in time. Leaving footprints there in the snow, this is you actually taking that leadership role as well, and actually taking one for the team and going first. And notice how people start to emulate your behaviors and your processes, so they will feel comfortable in stepping forward. So honor that. So that's what I picked up for you for this week. Thank you for hearting, liking, commenting and sharing. If you've enjoyed this reading and you would like to help us and support the work that I do, I have got a buy me a coffee link above or below this video, which is a virtual tip jar. So all of your generous donations will be used in accordance with the spiritual work that I do to help people raise their vibration and ascend on their pathway. If you would like any of my services, readings, whatever, go over to my website, www.glenboddicespiritualmedium.com, or you can find me on Facebook Facebook, Glenn Boddice Spiritual Medium, and message me there. Join me every Monday with my radio show From Beyond with Glenn Boddice, talking about all things spiritual, paranormal, and self-help. 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on www.pulsetalkradio.com. Have a fantastic week, everybody. Bye for now.